Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, and at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Donadoni! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So, a breakthrough already. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. And it's Kaká. Can he get on the end of this? Played in by Van Basten. Crossed in once more. Well, they've got it again. First quarter of an hour gone. Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Modric.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Here's Rafael Leao. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Conte. Tries to pass it through. Zanetti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Milan have reclaimed it. Rodri. Forlan. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Darmian. Rodri. And he has been fouled there. Rodri. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's in plenty of space here. Rodri. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lee Kang-in. And here's Baggio. Baggio purring through the gears. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he shoots! And it's come back out to him. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Van de Ven.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Donatoni looking understandably energised after his goal. Ah, that's a fine interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Forlan. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Donatoni. Nagatomo. Modric. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Modric. No, he's had it taken off him. Conte. That has been slung wide. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Madrid happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Señoras y señores, deseémosle todos un feliz aniversario de casado a un miembro de nuestro club de fans. Hay un cambio en el campo.
And we're off again.
Número 13.
Madrid carrying a one-goal lead.
Número 18. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Some resolute defending there. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall...
And a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's there to belt it away. That's a throw. And they've switched it over to the other side. Zanetti. Roberto Baggio. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival, Donatoni. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And here's Torres. Threads one in. Zanetti delivers. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. That is good alertness. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Van de Ven. Darmian. Now Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Zanetti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rafael Leao. There takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Milan have their second corner now.
Lo reemplazará número 20. Cambio.
It's going to be another corner, I think. So, third corner of the game. And he thumps it clear. Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He's got away. And that is... Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And this is Torres. Lovely pass, but can he... Shot a goal! It's in! And they get themselves in front! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen,
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Milan with a free kick then.
Entrará al campo.
Vitinha!
Se está realizando
Decent
un
hit
cambio.
from there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Neatly clipped into space. Zanetti is there and he can get that clear. And again! And that would have won it.
he's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe! He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha. And here's Baggio. He's beaten the last man.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Torres. Now it's Torres. That's tidy. And it's Nagatomo. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that is expertly dealt with.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now he's got space here. Torres! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then.
Cambio.
And the shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has 2. Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Casemiro. And it's Casemiro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tonali. Bojan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there.
GG bro.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So it's down to business here. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to go deep.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. This is the time you need that pace.
Deftly away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Kaka. Done delicately. Baresi getting this one clear. That's a throw. Liverpool have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Liverpool have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ronaldo. Kaká. Oh, there's a probing ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now this could be a takes the shot! And it's Nagatomo. Takes a shot! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Kaka. Ricky Puig can see things others simply cannot. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Neymar, he's tried one! Oh, nice, just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's Van Basten! Looking for a runner.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Zanetti. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rooney. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kaká out towards the flank. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Nistelrooy. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Baresi with the clearance. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Conte. Liverpool finding their passes. And it's Nagatomo, looking to play him in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in space and looking for options. Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish, and the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Danger averted for now. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nagatomo. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Nistelrooy. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
Good chance here! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's managed to get rid.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played right into his path. Not the most accurate pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Nagatomo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot.
There's the shot! Oh, taken with style!
GG.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cafu. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Neymar. Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's a good ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes on his marker. In with the challenge. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Pressing high and with purpose. Ricky Puig. Neymar. Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cafu producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Liverpool can consider themselves just about safe now. Kante gets over and intercepts. Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. Nagatomo. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rooney can get it clear. That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the middle.
Yeah, it was a shame his technique just let him down. We've all been there.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 20, Rooney. Coming on the field.
Neymar. It's a searching pass. Spread neatly. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Cafu. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Number 15, Conte. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Kukcu.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And this is Torres. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's hoisted clear. And that is that. Liverpool are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now, there is the unmistakable figure of John O'Shea, one of the first names on the team sheet, always, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be a little biased here because he's from my hometown, but he's about as versatile and dependable.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Ah, he's given it away. And he can clear it away. Griezmann. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Griezmann. Ball is over the line. Alonso. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Van Basten. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Donadoni looks to get on the end of this. And that could set him on his way. But he's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Griezmann! Brilliant from Griezmann! He's got himself an absolute peach. France are back on level terms. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Not the most accurate pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Griezmann, look at this. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Marquez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's an imaginative pass. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Searching pass he's played there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Good take, and it shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Griezmann. And it's Forlan. He's had it taken off him. Conte.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Van Basten. Zanetti. Out of play for a throw. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's chosen to go back. Rijkaard. Nagatomo. Cannavaro. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Deep into stoppage time. Now it's Forlan. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. Ball played through for the wide man. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Attention, changement.
And that's the second half started. Hazard pinches it off him.
That was lovely, that.
Liverpool do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Nagatomo. And it's Nagatomo. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Looking tidy in possession here. Hazard. Chance! That's a decent clearance. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passes short and sharp.
France clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Thuram. Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, delightful ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nice looking ball. Floated through. And this is Ronaldo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, and a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, such good technique as well, that was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
And Edward, yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. But opponent is tight pressing. Okay. He can't give 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Try clear, finest dribble.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Messi coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. O'Shea. That's a pretty loose pass. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso. It's Bellingham. Azar. Bellingham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
What are you doing?
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Played back in. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, can they get him away?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Ambitious ball here. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's going to have his name taken. Zanetti. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Fletcher charging forward, the ball at his feet. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Stood up well to him there. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he... Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Rummenigge deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. That's going in strongly.
Pass somewhat off target. He's got plenty of space out wide here. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Zanetti. Hazard picks it up out wide. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Rummenigge. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fernando Torres touches it back. In towards the back stick.
Well played and well cleared.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. And we're done. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
GG.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And here's Arnautovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Van Basten. And that pass just didn't quite work. We've got a throw in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that should get the job done. And it's Lima. Now it's Arnautovic. Foot in. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Lima, can he get on the end of this? He's got tall, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's been blocked, and that was very necessary. Tries to pass it through. Goes for the header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Arnautovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sabitzer plays it short. Done delicately. Oh, what a climb! Goal, Austria! And it's Austria who go ahead. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Musiala.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played back into the centre.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And this is on Nautovic. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Lofted upfield. And the counter is on. Now it's Musiala. Looking to play him in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Sabitzer.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Musiala does really well to win the ball there. Sabitzer. Lima. Now Alaba. Baumgartner. Sabitzer. Knocks it out wide. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Looking here to chip it through. Cleared away and claimed it back swiftly. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. We have already started here. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
And they can counter here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Oh, no joy this time. And he thumps it clear. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ah, that's a fine interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nagatomo. Rijkaard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Olise looking to get on the end of this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pressing high and with purpose. That's gone for a throw-in. Liverpool, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Nagatomo is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Van Basten. And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, he's not getting past him there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he passes it long. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Van Basten gives it back. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Played out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Nagatomo delivers. And he's managed to get rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Van Basten. Donadoni. Oh, what a climb! There it is! The breakthrough strike! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Zanetti. Kaká. Now that looks a decent ball. Kaká. And he's cut it out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Marquez with the clearance. There will be a throw-in. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
No, that's been intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land. Donatoni. Played back in. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has put paid to that. Van Basten. That's a nicely weighted pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. And here's Olise.
Olise really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Go. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Liverpool, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 9. Lo reemplazará. Número 8.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Chance for a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Tonali. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Van Basten stood up well to him there. Liverpool come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Kaka. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. That's the throw. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He's in plenty of space here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Zanetti, Van Basten, he has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Shoots! Oh, in for the pieces! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Van Basten. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Donadoni. Now it's Kaká. Chance here to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's onside. Nicked it back promptly. Donadoni, who's set up one goal so far. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Van Basten. And here's Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Out towards the flank. Nagatomo has it out wide and in space. Up he goes! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Número 15, número 22. Entran número 10, número 5.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Liverpool proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Aseguren
Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.
Hi, Ian, bro. Do you want to play co? Yes, bro. Send a room ID. I'm waiting for room ID, bro. Can you hear me? First of all, hi, bro. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hit the like button. First, Ian, send a room ID. Already invite. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, invited me. No, no. Nothing came. Yeah, see, see. Room ID. Send a room ID, bro. Bro, no request came. Yeah, see. No invite came. Send a room ID. No invite came here. See. No received. Yan, bro. Send a room ID, bro. Yan, bro. Fast, bro. Send a room ID. Hey, you invite me. One versus one. Huh? You said go, brother. I don't have friends now. Wait. Oh, no invite came, brother. Where to join? See, no invite came. See my messages, top end. No messages. Please send the room ID, brother. You already joined at the room. Okay. Please type here room ID. Please send the room number, brother. I don't have Cope. I don't have Cope boys, brother. Is the Hanan profile? I know that is you. Love KBD 17. You say join. Where to join? I know, bro. How to invite this profile? No option here. See, you you need to invite me from Steam ID. Steam app. I already invited you. Uh, that is not me, brother. My Steam ID name is Shiva SR. So yeah, a great one. 1 vs 1 or co-op? Which one? Which room you need? 1 vs 1 or co-op? See left top corner, room number. There are users who are not allowed to be in this. Able to. Okay, okay. Yeah, go to sitting. Then room number is 33771 7764. Bro, maybe you need to turn on cross platform. Okay, please enable cross platform. Check once. About me, yeah. I turn off the cross platform. Sorry, brother. Turn on. Now invite me. I said can't play with you. Don't know why. Ah, yeah, brother. It's my mistake. I turn off my cross platform. Okay. Now you invite me now. Yeah, bro. Now you invite me now. Now please invite me. Yes, good. Yeah, yeah. It's my mistake. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Okay. Now you invite me now. Ah, yeah. Invite received. See. Sorry, brother. It's my mistake. Good team. He got good team. 3 players up. Nice, nice, nice. GG. Oh, you are the leader. You best team. Yeah, bro. I get some epics. 3 collected coins. Beckenbauer. Rafael also I get. Opponent. Score on to opponent. Where is my Ronaldo? You kicked my Ronaldo. Where is that? Oh, the auto kicked my Ronaldo. Why you kicked? Why Konami kicked my Ronaldo?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box
Oh,
by the
Ronaldo.
familiar figure of
Why
Jim
Konami
Begley.
kicked?
Hi, Peter. Always
This
good to
big time
work with you.
Ronaldo. Why?
I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Going to too much lag, I think. Start. Why, man? Why? Start. Fast.
And that gets things running.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass is just off target.
GG.
Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And here's Rui Costa. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Nedved conjures time and space where few can.
Yeah.
Threads one in. Rui Costa gets into a good position. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that has not gone well. Driving on and making good progress. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar gets into some space. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, really well played.
Nice control. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pirlo pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And the counter is on. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's really well manoeuvred. And they're quick to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? And he's well positioned. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Lam.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Marquez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar. Spread out to the left, and the flag has stayed down. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Pirlo. And it's Pedri. Xavi Alonso tries to pass it through. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Now he's off and running. Nesta kept his eye on it. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
To pass the ball faster. Okay, bro.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Neymar is flagged offside.
I missed a easy goal, I think. Yes. Yeah.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pedri. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? Now it's Neymar. Thuram simply refused to be outdone there. And it's Vieira. He's got away. Neymar could try cutting inside here.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Crunching tackle. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Wriggles his way through. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's nice. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! And this is getting better and better.
Don't worry, brother.
Oh,
See,
one
first-
moment
first
you're in
match.
possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go.
And Cruyff! Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Van Basten. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Senegal still have the cards to affect this game. Knocks it into space. And this is Bale. Oh, that's neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now it's Cruyff. Beckenbauer. And that has put paid to that. That is good alertness. The muscular approach does pay off here. Bellingham. AC Milan could counter here. Alarm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Opts for safety.
Senegal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Looking for the run. That is a brilliant interception. Oh no, this does not look good. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Neymar. And he's there to make the challenge. Now it's Cruyff. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Xavi Alonso. And we're done. Senegal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.
And bro, GG, next match.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Match. Best. Yes, Abba, I need leader. I want leader. The same team again came. See the magic. They are only available for co-op now. I think the same team come again. Other team. One guy enabled a smart assist. Okay, that's match. Pass is going outstanding. I said before. The same team again came. See. Don't play long ball. Yeah, bro. Okay. See the magic. The same team again came. This time for revenge. Now also Ronaldo. Don't Ronaldo. Why? What happened with Ronaldo? Why Konami eject Ronaldo? Lag. Second there. Okay. Okay, bro. Well, promise stamina 100, speed 100, acceleration, power. Which name for Matthews? Oh, okay, bro. Okay.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Milan appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those...
Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
Ari can't play. Why, brother? Why? Why you disconnected?
Thuram with the clearance. Can he get on the end of... And he shoots! It's a loose ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that has been cut short. Nedved. Aimed beyond the defence. Nedved. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight
What
spaces, his
happened?
speed of
Cam
thought on
bro,
the
what
turn,
happened?
his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Eze, Cruyff, Marquez.
This is the time you need that pace.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that has been cleared. And it's Eze. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Is there any support? He might not need it. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Seedorf, and the through ball. Might be danger. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Nedved. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram. Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Liverpool have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Pedri can see things others simply cannot.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Neymar. And that has put paid to that. Seedorf. Nedved going full tilt down the right-hand side. Khan clears.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Eze. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Rummenigge! And he's following up! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Not the most accurate pass. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Roberto Carlos receives it. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It's a good run down the right. Liverpool still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Rummenigge knocks it out wide. Pedri, lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Look at the space here. He can get that clear. The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's Pedri. He can run onto that. Cruyff gets into a good position. Bernardo Silva.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Marquez. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Batistuta. Nice control. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he welcomes it in. Danger averted for now. And he's there to retrieve it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking for the run. Succumbs to the pressure. Throw in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14, numero 24, numero 7, numero 17, numero 6, Pirlo.
That's a little off target.
Il numero 19, il numero 18.
Tries to play it through. Lee Kang in. And he's heaved it away.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira. Great defending, strong and determined. David Villa. There he goes, motoring forward. Great vision. Shot chance for a shot!
GG, GG, bro.
It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Roll! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nicely aimed pass. Bellingham going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vieira. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Bale. That's good play. He's in a great position here. And that is masterful defending. And that will be the final act.
GG.
A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.